Hi YouTube family. Today we're going to talk about new supply. If you've ever been in a relationship with a narcissist, you got discarded, which it's going to happen. Every person gets discarded by the narcissist, by the way. And the narcissist has moved on to his or her new supply. This leaves you out in the cold and you're feeling completely dejected. But understand that the person who left you and went straight from your bed into another woman's bed, or from a woman's bed into another, from a man's bed into another man's bed, you will find that this is not a real woman or a real man, because a real man will end a relationship before he starts another one. But a narcissist has to be in relationship all the time. It's unfortunate for them, but they do not understand how to be alone. In fact, they cannot be alone. That's their biggest fear, is to be by themselves, because then they won't have somebody feeding their ego, affirming them, praising them, patting them on the back. They need that constant adoration, and that's why they go from supply to supply. But also at the same time, what happens is they might get tired or bored with the old supply, so they find new supply. And now if you were the old supply and you're looking at them in their new relationship, in this new relationship where they're happy and they're as excited with this person as they used to be with you at the beginning of your relationship, understand that what they're doing with the new supply is exactly what they had done with you. In fact, they haven't really committed themselves to the new supply like they are pretending. They're still holding on to you, but not just to you. They're holding on to all the other exes they've had, things they miss about all their different exes. One ex might have been a model. The other ex might have been really good in bed. Another ex might have, fed their ego or had some kind of skill or talent that they love to expose and be around so that they would get accolades whenever they're with that ex. So when you look at this new supply, you should really feel sorry for them, because the narcissist is not truly committed to that person. And you might think, well, they're marrying this person even. They're engaged, or maybe they already got married within months of breaking up with you. Well, that's crazy, because who goes from one relationship where they're deeply in love and they're telling you you're the love of their life, and suddenly they're married to somebody else? That is total insecurity from a narcissist. It is so unhealthy. And unfortunately, that new supply, he or she has no idea what's happening to them, because they're in the idealization period or the love bombing period, where everything just seems so romantic and amazing, and they're caught up in it because the narcissist is giving them so much attention. They act like they don't even care about you anymore, and you're nothing to them. And yet and so the new supply actually thinks, oh, I'm the star of their life now, and so they really chose me over all these other people. Well, that's what the narcissist had told you. If you don't remember, I want to remind you, because at the beginning of your relationship, didn't the narcissist tell you how amazing you were, and that you are the one that they chose above all the other ones that they just left? Yeah, so they're doing the exact same thing to the new supply. They don't have any new tricks up their bag, or in their bag, or up their sleeve. They are doing the exact same thing, because unfortunately this formula works. It works for them. They idealize the new supply because it's fresh and exciting, and the new person probably is able to give them something that possibly they didn't get from you. Maybe the new person is able to give them connections, or the new person has stability in their life that you didn't provide for them. Like maybe they have a lot more money. Maybe this new person is able to give them the limelight, where the new person has a talent, is in somewhat in show business maybe, and is on stage, and they like that. They want to be on the arms of somebody who's in the limelight, because then they get part of the limelight too. So here's the thing. You don't want to miss this narcissist. I know you do, but you have to open your eyes to the reality of who this person really is. They treated you well at the beginning, and then they showed you who they were, and then they discarded you. You don't want that in your life. You don't want that person back in your life. And don't feel that you're missing anything because they've moved on. Just because they've moved on to somebody else doesn't mean life is way better for them. In fact, it is a repeat of what they have always done in their life. And you don't want that in your life. You don't want to be in this crazy cycle of ups and downs and being discarded and then begged, hoovered back in and then being discarded again or degraded and then discarded. And then why would you want that? Just realize that you're free now. You're free from this narcissist. You don't want that in your life anymore. And thank goodness they've moved on. Feel sorry for the new supply. Realize that new supply is ecstatic now and they're on cloud 9 and everything's going amazingly well, and they may even be getting a wedding ring, and that's okay. Don't worry. Don't be sad about it. In fact, I would hope that things do work out for the narcissist, but we all know the truth. We all, not just for the narcissist, you hope that it works out for the other person. You don't want anybody to have to deal with what you dealt with. So think good things towards them. Hope that things will work out for them. But unfortunately, it's shown time and time again that the narcissist just can't break their cycle. And just be glad that you are out of that crazy cycle. Well, YouTube family, I hope this has been helpful. Please subscribe. I wish you wholeness and happiness, and I wish you peace.